Hello everybody! I thought I'd give this Booktube newbie tag a try because I haven't introduced myself properly. That's such a hard word, like. I'm Jessica and I live in Germany, so English is not my first language, I hope you don't mind. So if I sometimes say something really weird, just don't listen to it. So this tag is created by Brenda C. I was of course not tagged, but I don't care. I'm just breaking the rules. I'm gonna start this by my own because I'm independent. So let's just jump right into it and answer the first question. Why did you start this channel? So I have two friends who read with me, and shout out to them because I'm pretty sure you're watching right now. But we're never reading it simultaneously, so we're gonna borrow it to the other two persons, but we're never reading it simultaneously. There's like time between till we can talk about it and really like fangirl about it because everybody has to read it, and constantly like sitting and finishing a book and I'm like, oh god, I need to talk about it, but I don't have like anyone to talk about it. So that's the main reason I started this channel, because I think the Booktube community is such a great like outlet for me to show you what I liked and to talk about books. People who are not reading it as much as we do, they're like, what are you talking about? Like, oh my god, you're reading so much. Like, do you have a life? And I'm like, yeah, I have 1,000 lives and you have just one because you're not reading. So I think it's gonna be a pretty exciting experience to share my love with you out there, to be a little fangirl and get excited about stuff. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? What can I bring to Booktube? My personality. I'm just bringing this thing here, also called a person. So maybe you should subscribe. Maybe I bring the most unique idea in the future. I don't know. What are you most excited for about this new channel? So I think the most exciting thing is to get a chance to talk to people who love the same things as I do. Maybe the thing that I share recommendations and you also enjoy the books I recommend, and I think that's a kind of cool thing I'm looking forward to, and I hope I'm gonna talk to a lot of you out there about books. So the next question is, why do you love reading? That's a hard question. I mean, nobody asked you why you love eating. What books or series got you into reading? So when I think about it, there were a lot of books who like influenced me when I was little, and I started reading pretty like adult books when I was young. I just felt like I'm an adult already and I have to read them, so that was really weird. I was a weird kid. So I think it really influenced me with my reading choices, because I didn't start with young books, I started with adult books, and I like changed it. So I read the Perfume from Süskind. So that's the book and I love it so much. Süskind did such an amazing job. Like, it's so good. It's such exceptional writing and I love it so much. So if you haven't read it, it's an honest recommendation. Give it a try. It's amazing. So it's about this murderer and it's kind of a gross story, but I love it. Now to the series who got me really into like fantasy and all this stuff, because I love fantasy novels. So one of the series who got me really into fantasy were Eragon and Bartimaeus, because they're so great books. Like, I loved them to death when I was young. I don't know if I would love them so much if I read them now, but they were amazing. What challenge do you think starting a Booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? So I think it's gonna be really hard for me to keep this channel rolling. When I don't like something anymore, I just stop and I get bored with it, and I hate that. I just give up too easily and I don't want to do this. I don't have intentions to get like famous, or I didn't start this because I want to get recognition like all over the place. I just want to get a few subscribers, can enjoy the feeling of knowing there are people who want to talk with me about books, and that's just all I really want for this channel. The next question is, when did you start reading? I could read before school because my mom taught me how to read, and when I could read, I read. So the next question is, where do you read? I'm reading all the time in public transport when I'm using to get to university. Also, I read at home in bed. I love reading in bed, and I love reading on my couch. And I love reading everywhere I can read. Always when I have like time to spare, I read. Because I always have a book with me, or two. Because you never know when you finish the other book and you have to have the whole thing. So the next question is, what kind of books do you like to read? I do enjoy New L, I have to say, because I just read A Court of Thorns and Roses and I already have made a review, so if you want to check it out, then do it. Not now, because you have to stop the video, so do it later. But I really like fantasy books in general, because I don't know, fantasy is just my thing. I love like fays, magic, people who can do magic. I just love it. And I love how it works, and when you have to like look up the map, and I love maps so much in books. I love them. I do have a thing for romance books, because if I'm like feeling sad or something, or just not in the mood to start a book who's really hard to read or complicated and a big story, I just want to read a romance book. Like, I just want to read something nice and beautiful, and I know there's a good ending and they're gonna fall in love, and yeah. And I do love crime novels and thriller novels because they're so amazing. I love reading about crime and just enjoying being like a detective myself. So that was the newbie tag. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up, or if you would like, then subscribe. I mean, I don't force you, but you can. It's down there. And you can also like leave a comment down below. Like, tell me what you like or not like, or what you want to see me do, or just say hi. So I appreciate it, and I hope we all have a great time with this. Do something awesome today and read a book. So see you later, guys, and yeah, bye bye.